let's talk about Wi-Fi speakers. First, I think you're experiencing technical issues.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, the speakers that I use are the Yamaha Music Cash line. I'm gonna be very subjective. I'm gonna be very honest with you. But let me tell you something about people that say they are very subjective. If you buy something, it's in you to always try to protect it because protect your value and your how do you call it, your value and your mindset when you bought it. So people that when they buy something, they always tend to be more on the positive side on it. If they mostly like it, then think of the negative stuff. So maybe there are negative things that I don't talk about right now, but they are. I don't know about them, but from what I am experiencing right now, it's all good. But it was not always like that. So the Yamaha Music Guest line. Yamaha is a big player in the audio scene. Yamaha makes great speakers, makes great AV systems. And the crazy thing is, their AV systems are great, also as home cinema systems. But I personally enjoy them more as, so to say, a music system. So I started off going to a shop. It's a special hi-fi shop here in where I live, and the hi-fi shop. The personnel in the hi-fi shop, I came in. They're like, "Hey, can we help you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want wireless speakers, and I want the best wireless speakers. So I'm coming here, and I want to buy the Sonos Play 5." So he says, "Oh, okay. If you want to buy the Sonos Play 5, let's go to the Sonos Play 5." But he says, "I can also try to make you choose the speakers that you really like, because you have heard the Sonos Play 5, but we have more Wi-Fi speakers." I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." So he told me to just sit down. I sat down at some comfy hi-fi chair placed, and then they hit me with all kind of speakers, and the one that I really liked was the Yamaha speaker. So, and then he told me the price, so I was sold, and I brought it home. And I'm gonna be very honest. The first 2 months I had problems with it because it would occasionally just stop playing music. The app crashes all the time. The app crashed all the time. It was. It didn't link with each other, like they almost didn't link, and if they linked, they were not playing on the same tune. But yeah, it was an awful beginning. So the thing was, I'm pretty stubborn, so I tried to bring it back, and at a certain point I wanted to really bring them back, and and then I realized, if I'm having this problem, a lot of people will be having this problem. And this is Yamaha, so Yamaha is gonna put the full back into this, and I know that. So, and this is I'm talking about almost 3 years ago, and 3 years ago this was just a starting product for Yamaha. So I knew they had a lot more to put into it. So what I did is I went online and I find people with the problems, and I bought all the speakers from them for like very cheap, because they thought it was all crap because it didn't work, and this was happening and that was happening. This wasn't the first time I tried to bring them back, and later on something happened again. I think it was 6 months ago or something. I don't know. They pushed out an update, and every speaker couldn't connect with each other anymore. They could connect with each other, but every speaker played a second later than the other speaker. So like it was chaos in your house if you have a lot of speakers like me. So that was the second time. But that's all fixed now. I'm gonna tell you about the plus point later. The thing is, so I bought a lot of speakers for cheap, for almost very cheap, and like I bought 4 YX 010 for 150. At that point, one of them cost like 190 euros, and I bought like 3 YX YX030 for 100. No. For 200. 200 I bought. Yeah, for 200. Three of them. Yeah, and one of them almost cost 250. So yeah. So I was like on a, on a rampage buying stuff. And so I have a lot of Yamaha speakers because I really like the music line. If it works wonderfully. It works great. So that's what I think about Wi-Fi speakers. That's my choice about Wi-Fi speakers. I chose Yamaha because of the capabilities and the way they do certain processing and the way they handle the music. But the thing is also why I chose Yamaha is my first thing that I wanted to do was buy two Play 5s and put them in the kitchen because the kitchen is the place that I really wanted good music to be. And then I would spread it out in the rest of the house. The thing is, the Play 5 is a good speaker. The Yamaha YX30 is the only speaker. At that point now they have a YX51 that is very good from what I've heard. But I have so much speakers that I don't really bother to look for those new speakers. But the YX30 was the one that that really came in the neighborhood of the Sonos Play 1. Sonos Play 5. The Sonos Play 5 is a better speaker. It's a far more capable and better speaker. But it has also more drivers and I think, I don't know, maybe a better chip in it, but it's a more capable and better speaker. But even if you don't try to buy it online somewhere secondhand to people, even if you try to buy it in the shop, you can get, at this point you can get almost three, but before that you can get two of the YX30s for the price of one Sonos Play 5. And I can tell you, two YX30s blows away one Sonos Play 5. And that's why I chose them, because I wanted that quality. I wanted good music in the whole house, and I wanted to just step up. I wanted to just climb and do it my own way, but not taxing my wallet so much that it's almost not plausible to do it. So yeah, so that's me and the speaker system I chose. I think in a few I'm gonna give you also a tour of all the speakers that I have in another video. But that's the speakers that I chose. Again, try to choose your speakers by going to the shop, listening to them, and also try to fix your internet. Your internet is very important. If you have bad Wi-Fi, your speakers are gonna suffer. With the Sonos, you plug one speaker in and it supposedly has to connect all the speakers. But I've heard from people that it's not always that way, and even sometimes if you plug one, it's the problem. At Yamaha, they're really frank about it. They're like, if you connect one speaker, it always connects to two speakers, because then we can assure that two speakers got the best connection. So if I connect one speaker with the internet cable, two other speakers will know, hey, we're connected with the cable. So if you look in your Wi-Fi setup, you also see those speakers as connected with the cable, even though they aren't. So for every two speakers, you need one to be connected. For every three speakers, you need one to be connected with the Wi-Fi. And yeah, so again, and if you want to do it wireless, just make sure you have the best Wi-Fi you can have in your house. I don't think the speakers tax the Wi-Fi really, but I think if you go with like the amount of speakers that I have, I think it can be very heavy on your Wi-Fi. So make sure that your Wi-Fi is strong. Make sure you choose the streaming platform you want to, because some streaming platforms works better with other speakers. Almost all streaming platforms work with Sonos. So if you choose them, it's like easy for you. But like with the Yamaha, like Apple Music still doesn't work. There's no Amazon Music. There's only Deezer. I think Deezer, Napster, and Tidal. Deezer, Napster, and Tidal. and a few other things. But I have Deezer, and I love it, and the way it's integrated is pretty cool. But in another video, I'm gonna try to link it here down. In another video, I'm gonna show you the layout, and I'm gonna give you a review of the Yamaha Music Test app.
I don't wear no griffies. Yeah, I got an afro like the black folk in the 60s. Tell me if you with me.